Well, how do you teach kids about this day in our history when they were born after the terror attacks? At Lakyn High School, they have very few students that were around in 2001. Local 5's Lakyn McGee is live now at Lakyn High School with how faculty members are teaching an entire generation that's post 9/11.
Most of us remember where we were and what we were doing on September 11th, 2001. But here at Lakyn High School, teachers for the first time have a classroom full of students that were not born before the terror attacks.
How many of the students do you teach were born during 9/11?
None of them. Zero.
Lakyn High Schoolers began their day learning about the 9/11 terrorist attacks through documentaries.
And are there pictures of the Twin Towers in textbooks now?
Yes, absolutely.
And only the memories their teachers have from that day.
I was in 6th grade. I was at school, talked about how that day was very different than most other days. And I remember sitting in the library watching the news coverage with my teachers and my fellow students. I remember coming home. I remember that day.
But for millions of students in high schools now, it's something they only read about in a textbook.
When I watched the video and watched the towers fall, and they even showed a footage of a guy jumping from the tower, that was extremely hard to watch.
I've been to New York. I went to the World Trade Center Museum, and it's such a strange feeling for people that were born after it happened, because we never experienced what many Americans had to experience on that day.
To feel that responsibility to help students understand this when they have no frame of reference is new. It's a good challenge, though. They are living in that post 9/11 world, so it's important for them to understand a little bit of how that changed things, why it changed things, and what life was like before.
And you just heard it. Students are now living in this post 9/11 world. So teachers started off today teaching them about the Twin Towers, and they're going to focus the rest of the week starting with the Pentagon and then going on to Flight 93. Reporting live at Lakyn High School, Lakyn McGee, Local 5 News, Weir, Iowa.